Hey everybody, Rick here. I'm here at Island Park. I'm under a pavilion. My voice may be a little echoey, but I'm here because I'm trying out a new digital 4K camera that I just got, I think on Friday, and it's been raining ever since, so I kind of got a window of opportunity to try this out. It also came with a remote control, and I think that's just really cool. But yeah, I'm just here going to try out this new digital camcorder. I do have a stabilizer made especially for camcorders, so I'll be using that this afternoon. It is November the 3rd, I do believe, and it's what, about 8 after 12, just a little bit after 12 o'clock. I had a digital camcorder. I used it for a very, very long time, and I went to do a video a few hour drive from here, and to make a long story short, by the time I got home and I got uploaded, it was only partway there. It was only half there, or it was just all messed up. I couldn't use it. So I quit using it at that point. I was able to get this one just a couple of days ago, so I'm really excited. It is cloudy. A little cool, not bad, it's not uncomfortable. A little bit of a breeze, but I've been wanting to try this out the last couple of days, so I thought I'd better get out this afternoon because it's supposed to start raining later on this evening. So, come along and join me on this very impromptu, experimental video. And I'm hoping it turns out okay because I was going to put it on YouTube later on. I tried it at home, it worked just fine. Everything worked great. It's got good color, it's crystal clear, it's really a nice little camcorder. So, with that said, come on along and join me. And we're just going to walk around the park here for a little bit and try out my new digital camcorder. Okay, I'm back. Had to make a few minor adjustments. The stabilizer that I had for my camcorder, the screw that holds it on isn't quite long enough, so I'm using my other stabilizer that I've got, and hopefully it's not real jerky. I'm trying to be as smooth with it as I can. I also failed to mention that I have a wireless remote, and I was not able to use it on my action camera. However, it does work on my digital camera, so I am trying that out now, and hopefully the wind won't bother it too much. It is kind of windy today, but it's not horribly bad. So we're going to just go around and try to take a video. It's a short video. I can tell that I'm moving it and I shouldn't be jerking it that bad. Let's go over. They got the waterfall on. We'll go take a look at the waterfall. I just got some new batteries in today. Ordered me some new batteries, 3 new batteries. It came with 2 batteries, and that's very rare because usually you only get 1, but I got 2 with this one, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I did try my wireless microphone out yesterday, and it did seem to work okay. So we're just going to, hopefully it'll work out okay today. It's really not bad out today. I think it's in the upper 60s. Not too bad. Well, I think we got someone down here fishing, but we'll just try to get the waterfall real quick and then we'll move on. This also has a real nice zoom on it. and I do like that part. And you go between photo and video pretty easily, and that also makes it nice. You can pause it and take a picture, then resume your video, and I think that's just pretty cool. I'm just hoping that my wireless microphone turns out okay this afternoon down here at the park. Like I said earlier, this is a 4K digital camcorder, and I was real happy, real pleased that I could get this, and that my wireless microphone works with it. It looks like the day and the date and the time and everything's all correct. Of course, we lost our daylight savings time. That's gone for a few months. I think it will resume in March, if I'm not mistaken. I'm supposed to be going to a Veterans Day parade next Saturday, the 9th, in Ark City. However, as of right now, there's a chance for rain. I think it's not a large chance, but it's mainly mornings, and the parade starts at 11. So we'll just have to wait and see. It is like a whole week away. So hopefully the weather changes and we'll be able to go down there and watch the Veterans Day parade. And again, try out my new camcorder some more. My stabilizer might have been better, but I don't have the correct screw. It won't screw in tight enough. The camcorder just flops around on that stabilizer, so I've got another one. I've got another stabilizer that I use all the time with my action camera, and it usually turns out really good. So yeah, we're just gonna hopefully go from there, see what happens. Okay. We'll go down here and we'll zoom in on this waterfall. I do have zoom on the action camera, just not as much zoom. But on my action camera, I don't know, it just doesn't quite go out as far. This has 10 times zoom on this new digital camera that I got, and I think the city might have come down here and cut away some trees, because I was down here a while back and you could barely even see the waterfall, and now the lagoon is free of algae. It's been having algae for months. Well, now for some reason it's gone, and the lagoon is pretty full. It is really pretty full. It looks about like normal again. It did not look like normal for quite some time. For one thing, it was very, very low, and all that algae just looked horrible. So now it looks like its old self again. Let's go down there just a little bit more to get the full view rather of the waterfall. Walking underneath this tree here. We're almost down far enough. There we go. Now let's try our zoom. Okay, I got that zoomed out. I'm just going to see if that waterfall will pick up with my wireless microphone. I know sometimes if you go too far, if you zoom in too far, it'll be blurry, and we don't want that, or real shaky, don't want that either. So I think we're as far as we can go right now. I do know that the more you zoom in and zoom out, and the more you do with your camera, you'll use up your battery faster, which I've got, I think, 10 batteries now with the ones I just ordered. And it came with its own little case, a really nice case. It's got the battery charger that goes with it, of course, and 3 batteries. Comes with a real attractive case that I've never had batteries come in a case before, but this one did. So I think that's just really, 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 really nice that it actually came in a case. And I do have that case with me in case we run out of battery. I've always got more battery. So I think we're going to go ahead and go on and just explore around through the park a little bit. Okay, let's go on here. Let's move on. Okay. I just got to make sure there's no cars coming. It is pretty quiet today, and we do have some fall foliage, a little bit, not a whole great lot. But I'm really impressed with that lagoon. It looks really nice, and it's not looked that nice, like I have already stated, in a very long time. At any rate, yeah, we're this may not be a very long video. I just really wanted to just see how it's going to perform, and I don't even know what operating mode yet. I'm going to have to check that out and then upload it. I've got like 3 different programs that I can upload my video on, but however, with my action camera, one of those I cannot use because when I do, it makes it real blurry. But I do have my Mojave that I can use, and it turns out really good when I use my action camera. I've got a Windows movie maker, and I used to use it all the time. However, with the action camera, I can't use it because the videos turn out blurry or whatever. It's just not good. But the Mojave one turns out really good. It takes a bit of a time to do it, but the final results are really nice, and that's what I've been using since I got my action camera. So today I've got to, I just got to check some things out. Anytime you get a new device, it takes a while to get to know that device, how to use it, and that sort of thing. But I think that's the fun part of it. You can, it's just experimenting. I think, just getting to know what you can do, what you can't do, how long your batteries are going to last. Now I do know my extra camera batteries usually last for quite a while. I can use, typically I use no more than 2 per episode. And I've had these kind of batteries before. My old digital camera took the very same kind of battery, the MP40s, and they usually work pretty good. But this is not the same product, not product, name brand or whatever as my other one was. But what I did at the house yesterday turned out really good. Of course, I was using just the camcorder. I was not using stabilizer. You know what I might do? I might stop this and just try using the camcorder by itself and see if it makes a difference. That might be the real ideal thing to do. So I think I'm going to turn this off and just use it. Just hold on to it with my hand and see what happens. Okay, I took the stabilizer off and now I'm just holding on to it with my hand. It does have a little strap that you can hold on to, and we'll see what happens. I gotta remember not to block my screen with my fingers. That's very easy to do with these camcorders. This one is actually, I don't know if it's the same size or not. It may actually be a little bit smaller, but it is newer. It's like I said, it's brand new. And my other camcorder, I've had it for, oh gosh, I can tell you, probably 5, 6, 7 years. And I used it, like I said, all the time. And we went to the Eisenhower Museum in Abilene, and it looked like it was going with the indicator light was on, like it was recording. So I didn't think a whole lot about it, and then when I got home and uploaded it, it was all in bits and pieces. I was really, really disappointed, and I just put it up. I've still got it, but I just have not used it since. So the other day, I was able to purchase this one, and I'm just hoping it turns out all right when I get home and get it uploaded. Trying to be so careful holding on and making sure it don't bounce around too much. I am wearing a jacket, but really don't need it on today. It's really pretty warm. Well, I mean, upper 60s, lower 70s or whatever. But I have a window of opportunity to do this today, and then later on this evening it is supposed to start raining, and then rain, I think, all day off and on tomorrow. So I thought I would get out and try this and see how it works. It is cloudy. Hope that don't affect it too much. When I get home, I will try to find the screw attachment that goes on to my other stabilizer. I'll try. I've got a lot of accessories. I probably got one somewhere. I've bought so many of these cameras over the years. I've kept all the accessories. So I've got a lot of accessories. One thing I do like about my action camera, it's got the wrist strap remote, and that makes it very nice to use. This one does have a remote, as I use it on my intro, but you've got to hold it looking into the lens. I know when I first tried it, I was trying to make it work, looking at the viewfinder, and it wasn't working. So there again, it always helps to read the instructions. I got reading the instructions, and it did say to point it directly at the front of the lens, and then it started working. But I am really impressed with that lagoon. looks very, very, it probably hasn't looked this good in, oh gosh, maybe a year. It's been just algae and low. Of course, I know we've got some rain, finally. We're not hurting as bad as some counties as far as drought conditions goes. Sedgwick County, they really had a bad drought. In fact, their drought's been so bad that they've actually had to only water on certain days of the week, depending on where you live and all that. But now we're into fall. It is November. I wouldn't think that watering would be such an issue now, as the grass is pretty much dead anyway right now. But there are some folks that might water until they just can't water their lawn anymore. I don't do that. I just, when it gets to fall, we're getting into October, I usually take all my hoses down, get them all tucked away in the shed, and then I'll bring them out the next spring. Well, so far this seems to be doing pretty good holding it just with my hand. I'm getting ready to come up on one of these fishing docks. They built these here some years ago. They did a really good job. People can take their lawn chairs or their bag chairs and then come out here and sit and go fishing. We'll walk out on here to get another look at the lagoon. I think it's getting windier. I hope that don't affect the video. The wireless microphone that I've got, the transmitter part, it actually has 3 ways that you can use it. It's got the lightning, the lightning, what do you call it? It's for Apple products. It's called Lightning something or other. I cannot use that because I do not have any Apple products. And it actually has another end that you can use. That's the end I'm using now on this particular camera. And then it actually got a like a 3.5 jack that you can use if you've got that capability. This camera does not have it, but at least I have one way that I can use the wireless microphone. Looks like the sun's trying to come out a little bit. However, I just don't think it's going to really be a full sunshiny day. Now, I do think Kelly County is in somewhat of a drought, but I don't believe it's as bad as the ones in other counties. Like I've already mentioned, Sedgwick County is in a really bad drought conditions right now. But maybe this rain that we recently have gotten the last couple of days, maybe that will improve their drought situation just a little bit. It is trying to peek out maybe a little bit, the sun is. But the wind has come up quite a bit since I first got here. And I'm hoping this wireless microphone helps that out a little bit. I've got to be careful and make sure that it's still operating. I've had it for a while, and it still seems to be working okay as of right now. Okay, I had to stop for a minute and make sure that the lights were still on the receiver and on the transmitter, and it is at this time. So they do have to be charged up periodically. However, I have not used this since when I found out I couldn't use it. The wife tried it on hers cameras and that sort of thing, and it just, our cameras and such aren't new enough. But this camera is, so that's great. Okay, I'm down to 1 bar. Boy, it don't seem like it lasted very long. Of course, I've been messing with it a little bit. But what I like about these batteries is usually you'll get a charger to go with it, and that comes in really handy. They've got a new style of charger, and it works a lot better than the older styles. The older styles, you just kind of slid the battery in and hoped it would stay in. You had to watch it really close. Now the newer styles, they just fit into the charger, and they fit so much better, and it just helps it to charge properly. Well, sun is trying to, or it has come a little bit. Now how long it's out, I don't know. I imagine not very long. If you'll scroll down far enough on our videos, you'll see where I've done Island Park in the past. I've done the other side, been down to the Timber Creek Nature Center area. I've walked all through there. Pretty interesting over there. There's a lot of pretty cool stuff over there. There's a big old rock. It's been sitting there for quite some time, but usually don't pay a lot of attention to it. I think people are trying to get out and enjoy the afternoon while they can. Here later on this evening, it's supposed to start back up again. Actually, it's not doing too bad with me, just holding on to it with my hand. I'm not doing too bad at all. And a lot of your programs that you upload your videos on, they have a way of correcting that a little bit. I mean, if it's too jerky or whatever, but I really try not to make the real, make it real jerky. But oh, there's some ducks and some geese. Being really noisy this afternoon. We go back in the water again. Boy. Oh, you got the church bells in the background and the ducks and the geese squawking, and it's just a really nice, right now, afternoon. I am recording on 1080p, 30 frames per second, and that's what I film on the action camera. And that, for me, that usually works out pretty good. That's why I film, like I said, on the action camera, it usually works out pretty good. There's actually some blue sky showing there a little bit. Yeah, I got these new batteries this afternoon, and it said to make sure the batteries are completely discharged before you charge them up. So that's what I'm attempting to do on this one battery that I'm using right now. Now I think I'm just going to keep the others until next time. And then if it does, I will go home and charge it up. And if I don't, I'll just have to wait until I get it completely used up. You can ruin the batteries by charging them up too much or too often. Got to be kind of careful about that. I normally wait until they show red and that generally means they're out. I'm really anxious to get home and see how this turns out. When I review the footage and then get it all uploaded and put together, got to put it together first. For those of you who may not know, and you've never done this before, you have to, these videos, when you first view the footage, they come in segments, what I call segments. And what I always do is I review all the segments, and then I'll put them into the program and in order, like 1 through 10 or whatever the case might be. And then the program will put that all together and it'll be one video. And that's how that works. And then you can add commentary, audio, music, whatever. I do that quite a bit with the music because I have to take over copyrighted music. But if I know I'm going to have copyrighted music, you can mute your video and then you simply just add the music in later. And programs all work differently. The ones I've gotten used to it. I know how to do all that. I do have a microphone that I can use for commentary if I so choose to do that. And I've done that in the past. And I've even got I've got a Windows Pro Plus program, and I can actually trim the video if I have to. I can take out little pieces if I need to or have to, or just whatever. You can do that too with some programs. That Windows Pro Plus is really a nice editing tool. Now, car shows, they 99.9% of the time they always have music in the background. So I just have to go ahead and run it as a muted video, and then I can add my own music in later. Now, the Alcalala parade, it only happened a couple times, but some of the floats had that really loud copyrighted music and it just lasts for a minute or two. So instead of trying to put music over it, I just trimmed that part out. And it really didn't affect the video at all. But YouTube is just so strict on the music. They will allow about everything else, but not the music. They are real sticklers for that. And see, when I first started, years ago, like 7, 8 years ago, I didn't know how to do all that, but over the years I've learned how to do all that. Now, this video should not be a problem as far as a lot of editing goes. I know Arkansas weekend on that Friday, I was going to do a little video on what I had for lunch, and I was the only one there at the time. I had lunch just a little early, got right up, got my order placed. I was going to just do a food review is what I was going to do. And I'd be a son of a gun if the owner didn't turn that radio on at that precise moment. So I just took a few pictures and called it good. That was kind of aggravating. But things like that do happen. I know most people don't realize it, they don't care. They don't even think a thing about it. And I wouldn't either. But, you know, when you do videos, especially for YouTube. Now, there may be some other venues or some other channels that don't mind, but I don't have anything. All I've got's YouTube. That's all I use. So yes, it does make a huge difference. Well, I think when I get back to the car, I want to call it good, and I'll just have to finish this battery up later, unless it runs out between now and then. I walked all the way around. Oh, there's somebody from Oregon They're a long way from home. Okay. Okay. We're almost back to the car now. Another thing about these newer devices, they usually have a micro SD card, and I just put it into a flash drive and then put that into the computer, and then you can go from there. Makes it really easy. Well, I'm still showing 1 bar, so I don't think I'm going to be able to charge this up today. It's not a big deal. I can find a way to run it down the rest of the way and get it charged back up. Like I say, most times 1 or 2 batteries. I very rarely ever use more than 2 batteries. Okay. I've been here over an hour and I still got battery time left, so that's good. That's a good thing. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoy our videos. I would ask that you would like, subscribe, and share. Subscribing don't cost anything. It just helps me with my channel. I do appreciate everybody that watches, regardless. And I do especially appreciate my subscribers. Remember to go out and explore your world and beyond. But just be safe, be aware of your surroundings, and just be careful and just have a good time doing whatever it is that you like to do. So, having said that, I think we're going to call it a day. And, like I always say, I will see you on the next video. So, goodbye for now.